Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. At the 35, he's got room. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On first down, here comes this offense. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry up.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Wide out in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. On the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Complete on the shuffle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside and all your runs, making sure that backside, you're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back up.
Wide open. He makes the catch. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Singletary. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll run it from the gun. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Past the 30. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. But you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Oh, it's a reverse. At the 35, he's open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Off the play fake. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Michigan 21, Georgia 14.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one. Give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. Afterburner's coming. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Number 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here we go. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! They take the lead with the 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second down, just keeps firing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 28, Georgia 21.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here we go. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Quickly complete. And the defense drags him down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan. In other scores around the country, Slippery Rock 49.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll fire. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, looking for the completion. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Singletary. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Running through contact. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out, make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They're going to run it. Shakes off the defender.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Trying to get everybody lined up and get this play off and get a little closer to the end zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Georgia.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And the defense has got it there trying to pick up some yards. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season. You never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity.